the way I used to teach this in NUS, I call it the 3 Ds of suffering, or the 3 Ds of dysfunction, if you will. So the first one is distress. Are you suffering? Are you struggling? And almost all of the psychological problems, there's some kind of suffering involved. So if you're depressed, you're feeling really sad. If you're anxious, you can't concentrate. If you have OCD, you're worried about washing your hands, for example, right? So there is a suffering involved. Only some of the personality disorders, the person doesn't suffer themselves, but maybe the people that live with them are struggling, right? So distress, and it's significant distress. So this is not just, oh, I'm having a bad day on Monday, or even just 1 month during COVID. Usually we say, like, the distress needs to be for 3, 4, 5, 6 months continuously for us professionals to say, oh, this is actually quite serious and beyond just your everyday struggles that we all face from time to time. So distress, number one. This second D is a dysfunction in terms of it's actually getting in the way of you living your life. So maybe that means you're not getting out of bed to go to work, or switch on your computer. It's getting in the way of your relationships, whether it's your boyfriend or your wife, or looking after your kids. So it's getting in the way of you living your life the way you want to live, right? Or if you're an artist, it's getting in the way of you creating new songs or pieces of art, right? There's some kind of dysfunction. And then finally, we always, as I said earlier, we're kind of on the spectrum on a lot of these, from very unhealthy to kind of healthy. It's like, how far do you deviate? How far are you different from, if we have 100 Singaporeans on a given day, how anxious do they feel? And well, right now, a lot of them would be quite anxious, right? So if you're quite anxious, there's actually maybe nothing wrong with you, right? It's just the collective anxiety that we're all experiencing. But maybe after COVID is gone and everybody's doing their jobs again, and if there's still really high level of anxiety compared to everybody else, then it might be something that I would consider seeking help for, right? So distress, dysfunction, and deviance as an easy mnemonic.